everybody. Welcome back to Bethesda Unpatched. This is episode number 16. I am Joe the Widget, and I am joined by the, I can do Space Trucker again, the Space Trucker Extreme Extraordinaire.
Hello. That's me. It's our Sweet 16. Did you bake me a cake?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that, because we're not ladies.
I guess I'll have a Sweet 16. You ever heard of a super soft birthday party? No?
Okay, no.
You need to watch,
I'm
watch
wondering,
Letterkenny.
we've been playing on the whole Billie Jean thing for a few weeks, and I'm wondering, Billie was a girl, right? Billie Jean was a female. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I'm in love with Billie Jean.
Yeah, illegitimate kid. It's all part of the song. It's all
Got
in
it.
there.
It's for Billie.
It's for Billy. Oh,
Well,
Billy.
We were going to have a guest tonight, a special guest, but he's not
We were.
showing up. So hopefully he comes in at some point during the show. Did you want to
Yeah.
introduce him or just nah?
Yeah, the guest in question is Kilo Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's known on our Discord as John Cheese.
Oh, that's him.
And yes, that's him. And he is also in the military. He's stationed in Okinawa right now. So we had everything scheduled, ready to go. It is the military, so we don't know if he got something happened. He got getting his ass chewed out by his sergeant. I don't know, but yeah, if he jumps in, we'll bring him in. Otherwise, we're just gonna go ahead and
I hope he
get
does.
on with it.
We tried to do a whole father and son episode. We talked about this like a month or two ago. But my son is engaged, and he's a chef that works nights, and he absolutely cannot take any time off during the week.
And of course, because we were talking about possibly like doing a recording on the weekend, something like that.
Yeah.
The problem right now is I am balls deep in marching band season right now.
Oh, yeah. You
And that means competitions every Saturday. This Saturday actually is homecoming, but
I remember that from last
every
year.
Saturday. Yeah.
You were not available during the weekends during that time. It's understandable. I'm
Nope,
pretty
nope.
dang busy on the weekends, too. I work my second job all weekend long. And my dad's moving to Nebraska. Unfortunately, I'm going to cry. He's moving to Nebraska. He's one of my best friend. So I got to be with him this weekend and help him move. So I got no time to do anything. I did get some Fallout 76 time. I didn't touch New Vegas this week. Did not have the time. So,
Yeah.
But I got
You're a
into
busy guy.
76, and you were in, looks like, Starfield.
I was in Starfield.
Nice.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's the whole Space Trucker. I just got to switch over
That's
the intros for you depending on what game you're in. I got to figure out
Right,
one for Elder
right.
Scrolls just in case.
I'm going to go back to playing something like Evil Within and or Rage. And I just see what you can come up with. Just the weirdest Bethesda games and see if you can
right.
think of anything on the fly.
Challenge accepted.
There we go.
We got a lot of news to get into, and you did put a main topic, but I want to hold out unless Kilo Jr.
Yeah.
can join us on that one.
Yeah, we'll wait on that one. And we can just dive into some news, chat about some of this stuff. Right off the rip, the first thing I want to bring up is this article. I've seen a lot of these articles the last couple of days.
Yep, me too.
And part of the reason we do this show is to talk about stuff like this. And here's the article. It's Elder Scrolls 6 release date speculation resurfaces as leaker claims 2027 launch window. Now,
and like every time we
games-
do this,
yep,
yeah,
grain of salt.
very much so. Especially because this is an unverified leak and untrustworthy from every source I can find. So this looks like just everyone. What it is that everyone's just so eager to get news, any kind of possible news on Elder Scrolls 6. Everyone's dying for that
Right.
game. I know I am. I can't wait to play it. But
Absolutely.
so as soon as like any kind of nugget of possible maybe kind of truth pops up, everyone's jumping on that like locust to a cornfield.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't
Real
know
quick.
why that
And
analogy came up, but it did.
Locust to a cornfield because you're thinking about Nebraska. Go Huskers.
Yeah.
So what this article says. Well, first of all, we've heard theories before. I believe we spoke about this with King Fanman. King Fanman has mentioned in the past that he believes that 2026 is a viable option. This leaker, Tyler Fisher. According to comic books, Tyler Fisher, leaker Ecstasis. Is it Ecstasis? He's got that leet speak shit going on in his name.
Yeah.
Anyways, he's come out as a leaker a few times, but he's kind of hit and miss.
ecstasis.
You
Yeah,
know,
very hit
he
and miss.
seems like a yeah, he's like a palm reader who just happens to get lucky every once in a while.
I
So
think he's like
this
7 times out of 10 missed type thing.
Yeah, it's not. He's not very reliable, so don't count on it. It doesn't mean anything until you get anything official from Bethesda. We know this now. If you've been listening to our show, we've said it about 1,000,000 times. So we don't know yet. Hopefully it's soon, but
I'm hoping. I'm still holding
don't
out
know.
for 2026 for sure.
I am too. There was also another article that said why 2027 was unlikely, and it was basically talking about like a 2028 release, which it seems like they're going off of previous Bethesda history. What we have to remember is that the company is in transition right now. They've been doing a lot of restructuring, a lot of reorganizing
With the
for the
main
purpose
goal
of
of exactly.
accelerating releases. Yes, exactly. So something to keep in mind. Fact is, we don't know yet. We just don't. That's it. That's all there is.
We know for sure it's
Now,
going to be in the next 3 year window, but like you said, the whole point of
yeah.
them restructuring was to accelerate this process, and they're already past due for a new Elder Scrolls release by like a year.
Yes, they are.
So the talk,
Yes.
the clock is ticking. I know they want to do it right and they want to do it perfectly, but they need to get it out.
Fallout officially returns to New Vegas in new expansion. We talked about this a few episodes ago, actually. They were teasing this. Modifius was teasing this on their X, I believe. And it is a new addition to the Fallout, the role playing game series, Royal Flush.
Yeah, we did talk about
The book
this.
Royal Flush. Yeah, we did talk about this. Well, it has been officially announced by Modifius, and it is available for pre order right now. And it expands, of course, the Fallout RPG universe into New Vegas. It includes all sorts of different things, like hideaways, settlement fighting, gambling, all sorts of things. You can check that out at both the Modifius UK and Modifius US stores. And I am super excited about that. That's definitely one I want to get my hands on.
Oh yeah, New Vegas came out in 2010. Why does that feel like that was not long ago? But when I think about it, it's 15 years.
Yeah, Fallout 3. Yeah. And then Skyrim was 11, 11, 11.
I think the show, the TV series going into New Vegas has kind of increased this desire for New Vegas with everybody. It's got me playing it for the first
Oh,
time.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's, well, I think it was what fans really wanted. And maybe when we get to the main topic, we'll discuss that a little bit more, because the fact remains that Fallout New Vegas is one of the most beloved titles in the series. So I almost feel at this point the show would have been foolish not to head in that direction.
I was reading a
Yeah,
following
go ahead.
article on this article about them doing there's a mod that's completely revamping the look of New Vegas, remastering the look of it for making it more modern graphics.
Yep.
18 gigs to install. Yeah, I might check this out.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up last episode, but I didn't have a chance to. I believe it's still in my notes from last week.
Well, I just
But,
saw it.
yeah,
I'm trying to remember.
HB. So
Yeah, the F&V texture upscale project.
that's the one.
It only works to upscale the base Fallout New Vegas game, but Westard claims that they are currently working on doing the same for all DLC. Okay, well, that's fine. I just want to play the base game. It's clear to see the difference between 1K and 4K is astonishing, and even works on the smallest details such as cracks in the wall, marks on dirt roads, and even dust-soaked hotel walls. We can see some of the New Vegas iconic locations also getting the remastered treatment. And yeah, they said this looks like a labor of love for the modder. I'm going to look into it because that's pretty cool. I'm sorry, what were we going on? That just sidetracked me.
No, I don't know. I lost it. Show's over.
Yep,
No.
okay, no 76 update?
I was going to ask if you wanted to dive into the 76 update. Take
Yeah,
the
this
lead
is
on
a weird
one.
one because a lot of what the notes, it says this patch notes came out 2 days ago. Well, it'll be 3 days ago when you guys are hearing it, on the 23rd. And it looks like everything that they already brought up, unless they just completely revamped a lot of the same thing. They're talking about the update highlights is relaxed build rules, which we already know. It's almost word for word what they did on the original Camp Revamp release.
Yeah.
Reworked workshop UI. I was in the game today, but I didn't work on my house at all, so I didn't look at this. Item locking's already been in the game, and they said they did more combat improvements. I don't know if they accidentally just pasted the wrong patch notes at Bethesda, but this looks almost
Well, there's
identical.
also the addition of Season 22 Appalachian
True.
Modern Living. That's
Yeah.
new, right?
I don't know if that is new. Because it says it's modified menu is the same thing. Miscellaneous notes is the same thing. If anything, there might be some minor differences on how they redid vamps and aim improvements, or VATs and aim improvements. And they just redid the entire formula for VATs. I don't know if that is new or not. I should have done more research. But yeah, this looks almost verbatim for what they did on the revamp. And they might have readjusted damages and ranges on guns. But again, I wouldn't know unless I compared. There's supposedly an update, and it did download an update when I got in the game today. I just don't know for sure.
Okay. Well, we do have some ESO stuff that came up. Let me know, because you know more about the online stuff than I do, but
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online's an amazing
yeah,
game. I'm really
we
curious
have in the
about
past.
this because the first thing
Yeah,
they show
which
up
one?
is to share your thoughts on ESO's classes with us. Now, the
Yeah.
game released originally with 4 classes, and I believe they added another 4 or 3 in expansions out. And one of them I haven't played yet.
Right. But
And
one of them is supposed to let you multi-class. Is that what they're talking about here?
well, yeah, maybe because the multi-class is out now.
Right. It says we want to collect your views on ESO's myriad classes with a special player survey.
Yeah, the 7 main classes. So
So is that a follow-up on what
yeah,
they did?
it might be, but it's liking like they're trying to redesign maybe some of the classes and how they work.
Right.
Because they only do these surveys for a reason. They don't just do random surveys just to get for shits and giggles. There's a reason behind it.
Right. Of course not.
And if they're focusing on the classes, it could be because of the multi-class, and they're probably working
Mhm.
on changing or revamping the classes altogether.
Right. Well, if anybody wants to take part in the survey, you can go to elderscrollsonline.com, and you have until the 3rd
Mm-hmm.
to do the survey if you want to share your thoughts on. I'm assuming they're talking about the multi-classing, because that's the newest thing that happened.
Yeah, I'm going into it right
And
now and looking, and I am old. Dang it.
what do you think? ESO is gonna get a revamp just like 76 did?
Well, not like 76, but they're probably going to be doing some overhauls. They've made so many changes to this game over the years, and it's an old game now.
Yeah,
It's going on at least 9
it's been out
years.
for a minute.
They have a whole list of different things, PvE content, PvP content you're supposed to organize. But yeah, it looks interesting. If you are a player of Elder Scrolls Online, I highly recommend doing this. It could really help improve the game. Anytime you see any kind of surveys and things like that from your favorite games, the developers, get involved in them. They're very, very
Absolutely.
helpful for the developers.
And they're trying to make the game better for us. So
Yes.
let's see. I got another article here under Elder Scrolls Online. Returning to ESO. Check out Calamon's all-encompassing guide.
Which is very
This is
useful.
an in-depth refresher for Tamriel and Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah.
I can't wait for you to actually get in that game for the first time, and you're going to be blown away with how big and massive and how much you can do in that game. You can level up 4 classes to full, all the way up to peak, and still not see half of the game.
Well, I understand that. I just need it to work one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that'd be
I
great.
just need it to work. That's the only thing stopping me, man. I've tried to play 76. I've tried to play ESO, and it's like the universe doesn't want me. That's what it is. Is the gods don't believe that I could handle falling in love with an online game. They know that I'm going to lose my job and my family, and be homeless.
This is one of those
Playing on my
games that can do
laptop
it.
in my
Everyone
spirit
I've introduced this game said, "I'm so addicted."
life.
So yeah, it can happen. They're reopening PvP Vengeance in Cyrodiil. This was something that they did early in the game when it was first released. Cyrodiil's, the capital city. It's in the middle of the map, and that's a strict PvP zone, and it's the only one in all of Elder Scrolls Online. Or it was. I don't know if they changed it, but you can do PvE stuff in there too. But they're redoing the Vengeance, which is a giant war between the three alliances, or it's going to be happening today until Monday, September 29th. So it'll start last week. Only a few more days left, but the whole goal of this is to test the new multi-class system and see how it ranks up in PvP. Again, they're testing the system.
Very cool. Well, last week, that's all we really got.
Yep.
For ESO. Let's see. This one's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Hacker gets Doom running on a vape. Dude, I about lost it. You know how everybody's been trying to put Doom
on everything?
On everything.
It has a screen.
On everything.
And a chip?
If it has a screen. Yep. All sorts of weird stuff. This is the weirdest one I've ever seen.
Great, it's on the screen, but how do you intend to actually play it? There's no controller.
Well, it's like, I believe it says it's a screen.
Custom firmware.
The Pixel Aspire vape is using a modded screen sharing function to display Doom, but with a custom firmware,
so it's using use a separate monitor
as a secondary external screen.
All right, that's hilarious. Not as impressive as if they actually got the game running on it, but the chipset's not going to be there on a vape pen. Come on, for $30.
What was the one I saw? The Texas Instruments big scientific calculator. Somebody got running on one of those once.
Oh yeah, that's a little 1.5-inch screen. You can do that, sure. I would need to have like a microscope to watch it, but
be playing it through jeweler's glasses.
Yeah. Those really, really thick ones that make people look goofy. Bubbles.
Right. The last thing I really want to talk about today is a super cool find that this son of a bitch in Ohio found, because, of course, it's Ohio.
Yeah.
A 31-year-old Ohio man has shared how he walked out of a thrift store with one of the most sought-after recent video game collectibles for a fraction of its value. The item in question is the Constellation
collector's edition
case with a chrono mark on it. Yeah, the special
the watch.
And he got it for $75.
I was so jealous when we were doing Starfield Raw. What kind of think of the name? I had it off the record in my head. But yeah, when we started doing that, I was really hoping that Bethesda would send me one of those. I couldn't afford to buy it myself, and they were sold out everywhere. And I was like, I wanted one so bad. I wanted some of the collector stuff, but no.
Well, this thing is going on resale sites for $250 to $300. So this guy got it for a steal. And looking at the pictures of the case, it looks like it has everything there. It even has the Constellation patch there. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, like it was an unopened case. That's a great find.
And the watch works.
$75? Hell yeah. Yeah.
And the watch works.
Well, even from the picture you see it's brand new. Like it hasn't been opened.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's people on Reddit asking the guy if he would consider selling the case itself.
Well, I was seeing when these were released way back, there was people turning basically putting the guts of their Xboxes into this case.
It's a sweet
turning
case.
That into like their console. Yeah,
I would love to have it. I can do some cool stuff with it. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really neat case, and it's got the whole locking mechanism that appears on the cases in the game.
Yeah, it literally looks like it came out of the game. It's a cool little piece.
I mean, the watch is great. I wouldn't mind it. The patch I would love to have. But the case itself, that's the real collector's item here.
Absolutely. It looks like it might be a kind of... Yeah, it looks like smartwatch. I don't know anything about the... Yeah, it's a smartwatch.
It's a very rudimentary, basic smartwatch.
Mine's not amazing, so it would probably be an upgrade.
I got the Galaxy something like 7 or something like that, so... Yeah, I'm good.
I thought about getting one of those, but that shit's expensive.
Yeah, not cheap. My
So,
son
and
went
this
out and
one
got one, and I had to follow suit.
this one a friend of mine gave me. It's a Phoenix. It's a Garmin, and it's old, but I wear this while I'm working, while I'm flatbed, and I've banged this thing against all sorts of shit. It hasn't broken yet. And as far as I'm concerned, that makes it a good watch. My wife bought me a watch once, and then I wore it to work, and that was when I was breaking into cars for AAA,
Mm.
and I ended up crushing the crystal while I was at work. She
I've
never
only
bought me another
had 2
watch.
digital watches in my life, and the one before this had a little micro crack on the screen. And I went into a hot tub because they're highly water resistant. However, my
Yeah.
technical brain wasn't thinking. And when I went into the hot tub, within about 10 minutes, it died completely. Because the
Oh,
hot
that's a
water
bummer,
expands the screen
Right.
and creates micro fissures. And with that crack in there, the steam was able to get into the watch and bye.
Wow.
So even if a watch and a phone is water resistant to like 200 feet, do not take it into hot water.
No.
Cool
Probably not
water,
a good
warm
idea.
water is fine. Hot water, do not do it. Keep your devices out of your hot tub. I remembered that the hard way.
I get nervous just wearing it in the rain while I'm working. Like if it's pouring down while I'm doing flatbed,
Well, I don't know what kind that is, but
I start getting nervous.
I,
It's a Garmin
I,
Phoenix 3.
okay, yeah, you should be fine. You can go
Yeah.
swimming with that watch, should be fine, as long as it's not
It's
hot water.
yeah, because it's supposed to be like a sports watch. It tracks my heart rate and my steps and all that stuff.
I love swimming laps. When I go to hotel rooms for work, I usually go in swimming in the pool if they have one, and this stays on and it records my speed, my laps, everything.
That's awesome. I tried to use this to track my sleep, but it drives me crazy wearing it on my wrist because I'm used to just taking it
Yeah, me
off before I
too.
go to sleep.
Yeah, I can't do
And I
that.
tried. Yeah, I can't do it.
I've
Either.
done it a few
Anyways,
times because it's actually really accurate in recording your REM and deep sleep, which is the
Mhm.
most important thing in the world for you. Is you need at least 30 minutes of deep sleep. That's when your brain truly rests. And I was recording mine and
Right.
seeing how much I got because I wasn't feeling very restful. Anyway, we're way off track here.
It's all good.
The last thing I want to bring up
We
for
don't
the
do that here.
news: Elder Scrolls 2
Yeah, go for it.
Daggerfall just turned 29 6 days ago as of
Woo!
recording, but 7 days ago for anyone who's listening to this on Friday.
Happy birthday.
So 29
Daggerfall.
years. That's crazy. That means that Elder Scrolls 1
That
has
is
to be,
crazy.
what, 34, 35 years?
I
That just got me
don't
curious
remember
now.
off the top of my head. Now you're gonna have to Google it.
Yep, 31 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So Daggerfall came out 2 years after. I like that trend.
Predecessor. This keeps popping into my brain. What was the predecessor? There was another game that came out before that was called the predecessor of the Elder Scrolls series. I think it was like, was it called Might and Magic? Was that it? Because I'm pretty sure I remember. I walk around. Obviously, it's it's a 2D screen, but I remember it had stats on one side of the screen, and you can go up. I remember walking up to this dude. I kept walking in circles. Apparently, I keep running into the Master of Arms in this town. It was very rudimentary.
Oh, no, actually what
It's gonna
Google
bug
is
the hell out of me.
saying, actually, predecessor of Elder Scrolls game, the Elder Scrolls Arena, was not a published game, but rather the custom Dungeons and Dragons campaigns that Todd Howard and his friends played, which
Oh wow.
truly inspired the development of Arena. So
Wow, D&D strikes again, man. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Elder Scrolls is rooted in Elder Scrolls campaigns. There you go. Or D&D
Amazing.
campaigns.
Do you know? Oh my god. Okay, off topic again, but I gotta say this because you just brought up D&D and it triggered in my brain. I've been dying to tell somebody.
Do it.
So there's a John Hamm podcast. It's audio fiction. It's based around this student, a real story. Back in the 80s at Michigan State University, who went into the steam tunnels under the university, got lost under there,
Oh, yeah.
and then tragically he eventually took his own life. But the significant of that is that it drew attention to Dungeons and Dragons, and it literally saved the company. Apparently, that you go through and you listen to the whole thing. There's a couple of big names in there that do voices. I know Emily Axford's in there. There's a few different other ones, obviously. But you get to the very end and you actually hear the creator of the podcast did an interview with Gary Gygax.
Really?
Gary Gygax, yep. Gary Gygax hated Tolkien. He did not like the Lord of the Rings series at all.
No?
No. He's like, it was boring. There was no action. Gary Gygax was a murder hobo. He wanted to go out and kill stuff. I mean, but that's why it was war game based. That's where it all comes from. But anyways, yeah, sorry, that just popped into my head, and I've been dying to tell somebody about that. So there you go. If you're a D&D fan, now you know something. Gary Gygax did not like Lord of the Rings.
Which is kind of
It was
weird. boring. I know. Lord of the Rings is not boring. It's amazing. Anyway.
He said it wasn't enough action. You can hear him say it. Anyways. Do you want to get into our plays?
Yeah, but I want you to go first. And the main reason is I want to bring up Mossy's Outpost. We gave him a challenge, and I'm going to play his video in the background as you talk about Starfield.
Okay.
So I'm going to have it down on the screen for everybody. I gave him a challenge to show his awesome outpost, and he came through, and this morning posted it up on YouTube and Twitter. And I'll have a link for that in our description, but you guys can see it on our show.
Okay.
And I'll have it playing in the background. It looks really, really sweet. Mossy's been hard at work getting it ready for the show today.
Heck yeah, man.
So we're going to be happily featuring this.
Yeah, really trying to get that up for us today. So that was really cool of him to share that. So, okay. I can drag this out 30 minutes. I'm kidding.
No, I'm going to shorten it. I'm not going to be full 30 minutes.
Right. Understood. I'm silly. Yeah, so I come back into the game, and I'm in my ship above Jemison, and sometimes I'll go in and I'll look at my quest log and see what I have to actually accomplish. Sometimes I don't remember what I did, but I just see that little blue dot on the screen. I'm like, all right, let's go this way. Well, that turned out to be Tau Ceti.
Oh, really?
Which is the start of the UC Vanguard quest line.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have got... HB would have loved this part because she's a huge Aliens fan.
Yeah,
and UC is such Aliens vibe. Yeah. Well, hence the rip. Yeah. So I go there, and I got Sarah and I got Robo Dog Meat with me. And I start going through the buildings. Usually I just kind of cut through. I don't necessarily pay a whole lot of attention. I decide to explore a little bit more this time. And I go into a building, and everything's trash. There's blood all over the place. There's bodies everywhere. And I look on, there's a weapon rack on the wall, and it's one of the Aventech munitions. Aventech munitions weapons. That Britain design. I'm like, all right, dude, that's cool. Like, let's think about playing with those a little bit more. So I just kind of put that in my inventory. I still had, I still am operating with I didn't write it down.
That's the cardinal sin, man.
Urban Eagle is my sidearm. And then the Crimson Fleet submachine gun. I'll think of it as soon as we stop. Anyways.
It happens every time. It's the curse.
Yeah. It's not the greatest guns, but functionable. And so I'm like, all right, that's cool. It shoots a projectile. It's supposed to kill things. So I go through the normal thing, right? You go, you meet Hadrian. You start the quest. You have to go turn the power on. You have to go start the radio tracker system, right? And then the whole goal is to turn all the turrets back on, get them operating again, so that you can then lead the Terramorph through a kill zone.
Yeah, but the thing is, I only did that the very first time I ever did this game. The first playthrough, I only did it the first time. Now I just ignore that and go hunt it.
See, there you go. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it is such alien value. You get that tracker that makes you anxious and ups the suspense. I didn't get anywhere near anything. I got the power turned back on. I got the tracker started, and I start going through the buildings, making my way to the little consoles you have to go to get everything back up and running.
Yeah.
And then enter Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins would be Sarah Morgan and Robo Dogmeat. I'm sitting there, the tracker goes off. I crouch down behind a console, a shelf or something. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for him to go by. Because he'll get closer, you'll hear beep, 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 and then eventually he'll start going further away. he keeps getting closer.
He's hunting you.
Why? He's not hunting me. He's hunting Sarah Morgan.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because Sarah Morgan's ass is out in the fucking open. All of a sudden, you just start hearing gunfire. And I look around the corner.
Out there in the field.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't like that. Nope.
Yep.
I do not like that.
getting thoroughly spanked by a Terramorph, might I add. So I'm like, oh, they just like it. They took the joy out of it, right? It's supposed to be this whole thing, and then they just draw it right to me. And I'm like, okay, well,
buzzkill.
This weapon's not going to do the job. So I pull out the Aventech rifle that I got, and 1, 2, 3 shots in the Terramorph drops.
Nice. That might be a little OP, Bryn. Come on, man.
Bryn,
little
brother,
OP.
back it down a little bit.
Yeah. Let's think about balancing.
I mean, I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on normal, like I normally do. You know,
I've taken mods off of my list because they were overpowered guns, and I talked about it on the other show. But
out of it.
Yeah, it does.
That's why I got for my ships. I have Matilla Haas is one of the ones that mods that I have. I haven't built anything with that stuff in a long time, but I may, because there are Varun components and they seem to match up really well. Regardless, they have a whole list at the top of the weapons selection category in the shipbuilder. That's all the Matilla Haas weapons. They're all insane. Like 1 shot, 1 kill a battleship. Like,
no,
insanely overpowered. I never use them because of that reason. But
I don't know why modders do that. They're like, I want to make everything overkill, and they go in there and they make a weapon. They just adjust some settings. They don't even think about the fact that they have to balance it. I know they're not game designers. They don't know about that concept. Right. It's one of the biggest pain in the necks of any video game is balancing, especially when you do multi-element games that have multiple weapons and types and classes. Especially when you get in the realm of classes. Oh my lord, it is so tough. And at least half the time is balancing.
Look at ESO. Look at 76. What are they doing right now? Those games have been out forever, and they're still working on it.
Still balancing it out. Yep.
You know, yeah, some dude on his computers. You know, what are you gonna do? So I guess whatever. Mission accomplished. I guess. All right.
Well, you got it done. It's dead.
I got it done. I mean, technically.
Sarah is still alive, kind of.
Yeah. Fuck Sarah. So I go back to New Atlantis, see Commander Tuella. And I'm supposed to go to Sidonia next on Mars. I haven't headed that way yet. I went back to shipbuilding. So I built a couple of ships this week. I built the big one. Both of them are in the Discord. I've built a big guy that was all out of Stroud Premium Edition parts. And it's got, like, on the inside, it's got all the crew specific quarters are in there. It's got a workshop. It's got a hangar. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got the troop bay. I'm a big fan of no, that's a different one. Never mind. I take that back. But it's got all the stuff. So I was looking at it, I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm kind of happy with how it turned out. Kind of. And I was thinking about it the next day. I'm like, I want my tiny ship back. I don't need anything huge. I just enough that I can put my main favorite crew members in the ship, right? Well, main favorite crew members plus Sam and Barrett. Jessamine and Simeon and Rosie, all the good ones. And I ended up
those people
going down. They're all in the game, I promise you.
Oh, I know they are.
I'm not making that up.
Are you sure?
So I ended up knocking it down. Yeah. So I went from like a 42, 43, would that be the 86, a 90 meter ship down to one that's less than 19 meters in all directions. Is that
the one that you recently posted on our Discord?
The one I posted this morning, yep.
Yeah, okay.
The little guy.
Okay.
It's got a workshop so I can do all my suits and weapons and all my mods and stuff in there. Equipment mods. And then I have the troop bay. The troop bay is awesome because it's an Owltech troop bay. It's from the Owltech series of mods. And the cool thing about it is it's got the lockers in the middle, so you got tons of storage if you need it. But it also, the port and starboard walls are also lined with mannequins, with weapon racks and jetpack racks, so you can put all your cool goodies on display. Just remember, before you make any changes to the ship, take all that shit out. Because if you don't, and you change the ship, all that shit goes bye-bye.
Oh, yeah.
Because Alatech did not get the same update that Starfield did to prevent that from happening. You will lose all that shit. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's a big
Don't
disclaimer.
go willy-nilly change your ship. Yeah. It's a real bummer. It happened to me. I was super pissed. Yeah. That's it. That was my week in gaming.
Well, it sounds like you had a very eventful time in Starfield. I do miss that game. I do. With Borderlands 4 and all my Fallouts, not anytime soon. Still in love with Fallout 76, and I'm gonna finish New Vegas. That's definitely on my docket. So my Bethesda right now is Fallout, and we got the show coming up. We're gonna start watching on the 16th of next month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be challenging to get back into Starfield. I'm gonna try though. I do miss it, especially if they come out with a new DLC. I'm gonna jump into it like a bad habit, and I still have not finished. That's on my list of things I gotta do. But I did get into Fallout 76. I had an insanely busy week. I have another insanely busy week coming up, so no days off, no time off. But I did get into 76, and I made sure to capitalize Steel, because I'm still doing the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. Yeah. And I jumped in right where I left off last week, where I was going into a cave. I'm with Knight Shin, or Paladin Shin. I think he's just a knight. Anyway, the guy that sucks. He's a complete asshole.
Knight Shin.
Yeah, Knight Shin. And the two recruits. One of them's a gung-ho yes man, and like idolizes Shin, and the other one's this girl, the scared noob girl who doesn't want to carry a gun.
Right.
Yep. And I went into this cave, and there's always these kind of, they set up these death scenes everywhere, throughout Fallout, everywhere. So you got these corpses and skeletons and these scenes about where they, like, with how they were when they died. Well, in this cave, it's like this tourist cave, natural cave. They had a tour that you can actually do the tour in there with the speakers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then one offshoot, there's a guy who made a camp there apparently a long time ago. He's a corpse now, and there's a holotape sitting on a bed. And that holotape was the Curse of the Wendigo. And I put it in the Pip-Boy and started listening to it, and it was a freaking 1940s, 1950s, or 1930s, 1940s radio show before TV. And it was creepy as hell, but it was so cool. I was loving it. Like I searched all over that cave to see if I can find part 2 and 3.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Haven't. But yeah, Curse of the Wendigo. If you go into that cave with doing the Brotherhood of Steel, you gotta check that out and listen to it.
That's super cool. I love that.
And there's these little things that can bother lifetime gamers like us, old school gamers. Mm-hmm. It's the little things in games that can make such a big difference. Like when the fact that I'll take my sniper rifle and just randomly shoot a bottle because I have an itch to watch it explode, and it doesn't. It gets a little mark of a bullet and doesn't even move. That, to me, is a bit of a fall. It should be very simple to program into the game, a little bit of physics, and shoot a bottle, it explodes. That's all I want.
Red Dead does it.
Yeah. It's all over the place, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shoot a bottle, like Borderlands 4.
You would think
shoot it, it blows.
Okay, first of all, you're in West Virginia with guns. You think of good old boys out there ain't gonna want to shoot some cans?
Yeah,
you gotta think about putting that in the game.
Every fence I come by, I'm expecting to see cans and bottles lined up on it.
Right.
But no, they don't explode. And it's little things, Bethesda, that make a huge difference. It's scratching an itch that I just can't scratch right now. I did have a very interesting bug in Fallout 76. I had to go, after I finished that quest line, you have to go back to the Raider camp, because they shift on you, because you have to do research on the Pip-Boy you found in the cave to find out where these super mutants are coming from, because they might be in an old vault. And they give you like, such and such person, one of our new recruits is missing. Her little brother is scared to death, and you have to go find her. So there's a little tip when you interrogate her best friend in there that she went to the raider camp to join their war party. And there's two main factions. You have the raiders and then the settlers, which I just forgot their names. I didn't write it down. But they're the ones that you can build. So I'm in good standing with the raiders. Went to the camp, and as soon as I loaded in, I found out exactly what is underneath every single NPC's clothes in that camp. Because it failed to load their clothing. And if you're curious, every one of them's wearing tidy whities.
Okay.
in various forms of dirtiness, which I found very amusing that they went through that trouble.
Right.
It's like Bethesda's like, okay, we know that these clothes are going to somehow come off of the character, so here's tidy whities.
That's amazing.
And it took like maybe 3 or 4 minutes before it decided to load the clothing. It was hilarious. So I went to do this mission to find this initiate, and I did find her, but she wants you to go find her 2 best friends that went missing on a raiding party. So it's more finding and more finding and more finding. But this person was like, Bethesda was trying to bring out, let me see here, how best way to put this, teenage female rebellion. So those of us who have had daughters in the teenage years will understand this completely. But they get in this mood where they want to be with the bad guys. They're dating all the bad boys. They're getting in with the wrong crowds. Yeah, she wanted to go join the Raiders because the Brotherhood of Steel was too structured. And they're a family for her now. Yeah, and her voice is the most annoying thing. It reminds me of chalk on a chalkboard, which I hate her voice so much. Every time she wanted to talk, I just want her to shut up. I asked him to turn my speakers off every time she spoke. It was that bad to me. I mean, most people would be like, she's not bad. No. Yeah, it's that bad to me. I can't do it.
Like, this one, Fran Drescher. That's another one I can't stand.
God, yeah.
Or what was it?
She's got a legendarily bad voice.
Yeah. She made a career out of it. Good for her.
Nasally. I don't.
God, I can't.
Yeah.
Stop that.
So doing this quest inside the AMS building, looking for these 2 missing raiders, I do my usual thing, sneaking up, sniping them. Even close quarters, I'm going to pull my sniper rifle out and I'm going to take a shot. Well, I shot a guy from across the building, through a door, and I guess I hit him at exactly the right spot. And this is a very amusing how the hitbox is. So a hitbox is basically an outline of the target and what can be hit. And what we normally do is we'll create zones within this hitbox that create certain animations and reactions. Well, I shot the guy in the neck. And the reaction that was very amusing was that his body went thump on the ground, but the head popped up, hovered, and then fell. Like something out of a cartoon. It was awesome. It wasn't spinning
amazing,
or anything like
man.
that. It just went straight up a little bit and then fell.
Right. That's awesome.
Oh, I wish I would have recorded that. Because I started recording some of my gameplay, but it was shortly after that. That's what made me think about it. So I got to the top of the AMS building, and I was fully stealthed because I remember this boss encounter. This dude named Kit. He's in full power armor, has a heavy chain gun. Thank you, Bethesda, for the New Balances because it didn't kill me in one shot. Thank you. It's not as powerful and insane as it used to be. Yeah. But I was sneaking, and I went by this window where he's at, and suddenly it goes into a cutscene. He pops open the window. I see you. And the whole fight starts. But as soon as the fight starts, it goes back to my character, and I'm still hidden. Where'd you go? Where are you? Come on.
0 object coordinates.
Yeah, that completely took me out of the game for a minute. And I do have the video of that, though, and it's hilarious. I'll try to post it in the background. And there's this one thing that's fine amusing that I don't know about. I'm going to have to do some research because it's a scientific building where they were experimenting on a certain element on animals. And there's this one, Subject 00, that there's a whole bunch of research notes about all over the place. And in his cage, you can see where it clawed the crap out of the walls, basically creating holes in these steel reinforced walls. And there's a holotape right next to the computer that you can take that is an actual copy of what's on the computer regarding the research notes. And there's a little indicator next to it saying it's important. And I don't know what it's for. I don't remember what it's for. So subject 00, I'm going to have to find out. I think that might lead to something different and interesting. So
yeah, it sounds cool.
I think it's a Deathclaw. Usually they are, or it could be a Mothman. I don't know.
Do Mothmen have claws?
No, you're right. It doesn't make sense. Not a Mothman.
I'm inclined to think Deathclaw.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's Bethesda. It's
and they had those
Fallout.
Giant mutant sloths and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's all sorts of different...
So I'm going to look it up. I'm sure if listeners can put in our comments about it, but I'm going to find out. And I convinced Marcia, the annoying girl, to join the Brotherhood, and I was super tempted because you get a choice to try to talk her into joining the Brotherhood again and coming back, taking care of her brother like a responsible young adult, or running off and gallivanting with the Raiders.
Yeah.
Frolicking with her bad boy. I was so tempted to make her go with the Raiders just so I did not have to hear her voice any longer. But I did the right thing. I convinced her to go back to the Brotherhood and be with her brother, blah, blah, blah. Did the good guy thing. And the last thing I want to bring up is I have now scrapped, since I found out how you get legendary mods, I have scrapped it. I think my count was 42 legendary weapons and armor, and I have yet to get a single legendary mod from any of it.
How do you manage it, really?
I don't know.
Like,
I've asked people, and they say they get one like every 5 to 10 scraps. I had one guy tell me he got 2 from one weapon.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it doesn't happen for me. I don't know. Like playing Borderlands 4, my son's over here bragging about all these legendaries that he's getting. I have found 2 in 25 levels. I have farmed bosses 4 or 5 times and got nothing but blue quality. It's just the way I roll, man.
Insane.
That's how I do it.
For real.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like your son's not going to be partaking in this conversation tonight.
Yeah, he probably got caught up at some work stuff, is my guess.
So we got a few minutes left still at the end of the show. So we can dive into this a little bit if you want. Unless you want to wait and save it for a different episode.
No, we can talk about it here a little bit. I think it's worth discussing.
Let's do it.
Right now, as it is very relevant.
Yeah, that it is.
I try to post a good few times a week, and this one day I believe I was on Instagram or X or somewhere. Fallout Mr. Nuka-Cola is an account that I follow, and he posted this picture, and it says, "Growing up and realizing that Fallout 4 is just as good as New Vegas, parenthetical, and in certain ways it's actually better, despite the bandwagon." And let me tell you, this is the most action that we've gotten on a post on Facebook. We had it launched our engagement up there for sure, and lots of opinions. 40 comments. And I only replied to a couple of them. Just people going back and forth about Fallout 4. What's better, Fallout 4 or Fallout New Vegas?
So I did a little bit of research for this, and I brought up there's a Reddit post that's very, very popular, and it's been on for a while, that basically asks people to rank their favorite Fallout games.
Okay.
And there's actually surprising results I wasn't expecting. And I also went to Games Radar and looked at their list. So I want to get a pro's opinion. So they included every Fallout game. That includes Fallout Shelter, which I've really actually enjoyed that game a lot. It's a lot of fun.
I do love Fallout Shelter. It is fun.
I haven't done Elder Scrolls Castles yet. I played it for a little bit, but I'm going to get to that eventually. So they ranked Games Radar, the professional, I'm using that in quotes here, ranked number 7 as Fallout Shelter, as the number 7 game.
Okay.
Number 6, which is really
Yeah.
weird because I've heard this is like considered one of the worst games of the Fallout series, Fallout Tactics: Brotherhood of Steel.
Okay.
Yeah. Fallout 1, Fallout is number 5. They have Fallout 2 as number 4, which is extremely interesting compared to what people say on Reddit. It's a big contradiction to what the fans think, apparently. Number 3 is Fallout 4, so it pertains to your little post there. Yeah. Number 2, Fallout 3, and of course, number 1, Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas, there it is.
Most of the pros, the professional pages I saw, had New Vegas as number 1. Like Den of Geek even, I believe there was number 1. Yeah, because they had Brotherhood of Steel as number 9, Fallout 76 is 8, which they didn't even put a 76 on the other one.
Yeah, it sounds like a personal preference thing is what it actually sounds
76 like. 76 is amazing. I don't know why people drop it so low. Maybe because of the initial release?
Yeah, probably. I mean, story of Bethesda's life. Look at Starfield.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I was looking at Den of Geek, and
it's not a problem anymore.
First thing they say is Fallout 76 is significantly better than it used to be. But due to its disastrous launch, we're knocking it down a lot.
Okay, you're not calling it what it is. It's what it used to be.
Mm-hmm. Which is BS, in my opinion.
Maybe we should just base our opinions about everybody and everything on that. Nothing can improve. Nobody changes. I mean, that's true with a lot of people, but there's no such thing as redemption. There's no such thing as self-improvement. Fucking boneheads. Yeah, it sounds like editorial version versus it sounded like Reddit was doing more of a poll.
Yeah.
Kind of thing? Yeah. And even the answers were all over the map within this Facebook post of ours. That's Weird Chaos Media on Facebook. You can find all of our links at linktree/Weird Chaos Media. But everybody had all these different opinions. A lot of people liked the gameplay of Fallout 4 better. So the weapons handling, the combat was better in Fallout 4. Some people loved the settlement building. Other people hated the settlement building. The only thing that was consistent was that, and I think it was interesting that they didn't include Fallout 3 on this little talk of theirs, because it's often Fallout 3 versus Fallout New Vegas. Like, what's your favorite between Fallout? To bring 4 into it with the updated mechanics and the new game, the new gunplay and the new systems within the game, that's all cool, but most often people who are siding with New Vegas talk about the story being far superior, preferring the game over that simply because of that, regardless of the horrible gunplay that got me killed last time I played.
I don't know enough about both games to really have an opinion on my own. I played only a few hours of Fallout 4, and I'm only getting into New Vegas right now.
Right.
So I do not have an opinion on that, and I see it go flip-flop quite a bit. Like this...
It really does.
The Reddit posts, the most liked lists, all had number 1 as Fallout 2. And then New Vegas, and then Fallout 4, with a lot of flip-flopping between New Vegas and Fallout 4. Even though the majority of the time, it was New Vegas ahead of 4. With either 3 or 2 above those. But in most of these ranks...
I think if you're talking about the guys who come in, because the guys that are most diehard about the older Fallouts are the guys that started with those. The guys that were in the 90s playing Fallout, the first game, playing Fallout 2. If you played New Vegas first, that's going to be it. Then you have these other people who their first Fallout experience is Fallout 4. So that's their first experience. So if you go from that and then you try going back to New Vegas, that doesn't look as pretty. The gunplay is vastly inferior. Obviously, you're going to favor Fallout 4. So, I mean, it all comes down to personal preference. I think the one thing we can agree on is that the Fallout series is great, that we love the world, that we love exploring it, and I personally love diving into the lore. And that's all that really matters.
Uh,
Although it is fun to kick the hornet's nest and get a bunch of comments
it
up on
definitely
Facebook.
is. And we want your guys' opinion too. Give us comments on it. Go in our Discord, do it. Put your comments on our YouTube. Let us know what you think, because I'm very curious about what different people think. And there's one thing that kind of pisses me off a little bit is how people will ranking Fallout 76 low for reasons that prove that they have never played the game. Like one of the top posters has it at number 6. Not bad, but MMORPG is not my cup of tea. He's clearly never played it because it's not an MMORPG. Doesn't feel like one. Does not play like one. It plays like a regular Fallout game, but with events that you can go do with people. I never run into anybody else in the world other than doing those events at my own choice.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to give things a chance.
Yeah.
Like Fallout 76, like Starfield.
And most people are like, I can't do 76 because it launched super botchy and bugged. Yeah. Give it a try now. It's not the same game. It's like they made a completely new game.
And Bethesda's not the only one that's learned to roll with this. I mean, just as an example outside of Bethesda, Cyberpunk. Horrible launch. Like, really bad. But it's a totally different game now.
Yeah.
And it's a world just like Fallout, just like Skyrim. It's a universe, it's a world worth exploring.
Yeah.
And finding your own.
One Redditor made a comment on one of them saying, geez, I wonder what is missing. I just started playing Fallout 76 and I think it's absolutely amazing. Why is everyone ranking it so low? I think it's better than all the other Fallouts combined.
See?
And a lot of it is the nostalgia factor. Because people got engrossed in New Vegas. Like, I'm playing it for the first time now, and I played other Fallouts, and it's good, but I wouldn't rank it as the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I was on Blue Sky. There was some guy that was like adamant, like Fallout 1 or 2. Don't even talk to me about the other ones. They like the old original style Fallouts from back in the day.
Everyone has their opinions, and you just don't know until you try it. Yeah. And the media is nothing but gaming media is nothing but bad news now. That's all they want to do because it gives them more clicks and more views.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much.
So, anything else we want to mention before we wrap up tonight's episode? I think that's going to wrap it up.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think it is.
I need to get back into Skyrim to interject some more Elder Scrolls back into the show. It's my favorite series. Now that I can rank.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. And don't forget to please like and subscribe to our YouTube. Give us your ratings on Spotify and iTunes. I mean, of course, we want 5-star, but hey, it's your rating. You give us what you want. But all your ratings, 5 stars for sure. Yeah. 5 stars. They help us a ton on the algorithm to get more people to see our show and say, hey, these guys don't suck.
Yeah. And share our clips on YouTube. Share our stuff on TikTok. Anywhere we put content, our stuff is shareable.
Yep.
Show your friends.
Free reign to it.
Or your family. Or your boss.
Have fun with it.
Or your teacher.
Clip us. Make fun of us. I make fun of us plenty on our YouTube channel. So, well, mostly me.
You're not going to hurt our feelings.
Mm-mm.
Sorry. You can't.
Thank you so much for listening and watching, everybody. And have a fantastic week out in the Bethesdaverse.
John Michael, you're grounded. Peace out.